traveling by a bus, okay, you always say bus, and bus is an English word, but we think like that this is a Hindi word. Okay, that if we talk about who just drives the bus, it's called a driver. Driver is also an English word. And
Yeah,
who cut the ticket? It's a conductor.
yeah.
That word is also a English word, but we are familiar with this word. And you know what? Very old person is also using a conductor word. But you, very good afternoon, by the way.
Yeah. Good afternoon, ma'am.
How are you?
Yeah, I am fine, ma'am. What about you, ma'am? Thanks
I'm
for asking.
also fit. Okay, I'm also fit as Fidel. Thank you so much for asking too. Well, we are meeting very first time, so I think we should introduce ourselves. What you say?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so I really want to know about yourself. Can you please describe a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, of course. You know. So my name is Nolid Pandey. I am
Mm-hmm.
from MP, and right now I am pursuing graduation. And if you talk about my hobbies, so my hobby are playing badminton and carom board and sometimes football. That's it, man.
Okay, it's so very nice to know about yourself. Okay, now it's my turn. Well, my name is Mansi Bajpayee. I basically belong to Uttar Pradesh, Kanpur. If I talk about my qualification, I have done my master's subject of English literature from Dayanand Nehru Mahavidyalaya, Kanpur University. If I talk about what I'm doing right now, so of course, apart from this, I'm also running my YouTube channel, name of English Doors 27.
Mm.
And I'm also running my institute. That's all about me. If you really want to anything else about pretty much, so of course, I would love to give the answers to all questions.
Okay, okay.
Hmm. So, Navneet Pandey, am I right? This is your correct name?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Okay. So, what you say? What? Okay. So, how's the weather there?
Nowadays it is quite good. Like,
Okay, it's not too much freezy weather.
no, no. Yeah,
Okay.
right, it's sunny.
Okay, in Kanpur is also after I think 4 to 5 days there's no any cold, too much cold because after New Year, at least 15 days we have been spent with a very freezy weather. It's a too much cold. So now we are relaxing. It's sunlight and outside. So of course we are enjoying the that these types of weathers. Okay, by the way, which types of weather you like?
Yeah, I all like season like you can say ki cold summer season also I like it. Rainy season I also like it.
Okay, okay, okay. So is there any question you want to ask me?
So ma'am, are you mentioned that in earlier ki I am also running institute. So ma'am, where? Like in on city या on village या where?
It's not a wellness, it's a on city, and it's a part-time work I am doing as a partnership. So I am teaching there as a trainer, and someone is also there. He is teaching as a trainer, like a computer skills, software skills. So that all are things we are conducting in our institutes. So
Okay. Yeah,
have you visited my YouTube channel or not?
yeah, of course, ma'am.
Okay, so how is the feedback you want to give me? Is there any feedback in your mind you want to give it?
Yeah, it is good, ma'am. You are like also conversation video upload in
Mm-hmm.
daily basis. I watch sometimes.
Mm-hmm. So, what you are doing to improving your English?
So yeah, ma'am. So right now I start my journey. You can say ki writing and
Mm-hmm.
as uh, reading part
Okay.
nowadays. I
Okay. So, do you think our reading and the writing is a good segment to improve our English?
yeah, ma'am. Of course, of course. But in
Okay.
other, I have not this type of this missing part. You can say I am never writing and reading.
Mm-hmm.
But nowadays, I follow my all things like LSRW.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, do you want any help in about for me? And yeah, any question you want to make it, and I want to ask it. Yeah, any plan? Yeah, any topic you want to discuss it in this conversation? how can we make this conversation interesting? Do you have any plan?
Yeah, in earlier I have never planned, but you are interested any topic, so definitely I am ready for that.
Okay, so you have any topic in your mind?
Right now, yeah, I have many
Yeah,
topics.
sure. Sure, please. We can discuss.
Yeah. So I have one topic like UPI, education,
Okay.
and like that. So if
Mhm.
you interested like that, these topics,
Um, Actually, about education, we have discussed a lot in my previous videos. I think because someone is there and who also belong to Maharashtra. I don't know. I don't know actual things about that, but that person also have discussed a lot about the education versus money.
yeah, yeah.
So I would like to prefer our next topic. So in what is in my mind, if you are ready with that, of course we will. Hmm. So we can say that as you are now a teenagers. As I am looking to you, you are doing a graduation. So of course, on that age, you just thought about your career. Hmm. So what is the definition in your side about a career?
Okay, good. So in my opinion, like career is a successful person.
Career.
Yeah, yeah. So first of all, in my opinion about the career, so about the career, first of all, being a human being,
Mhm.
and second one, you help the someone, and third thing, you have success in your life.
Mhm. So is
Fourth,
there any plan? Okay,
yeah,
go
fourth,
ahead.
anyone, someone in your health, so you are able to the any kind of help. So,
Okay.
so like that, in my opinion, also this type of provide the help also in you can say career.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
So, if I will give you any task like that, if I just give you any option, you just choose your career, or family, or your most important things in your life. So, what would you choose all that time?
so first of all, ma'am, uh, in my career. After that,
Career.
in family.
Yeah, it's important. Of course, it's a very nice answer from your side. Of course, the career is very beautiful things. It's not a beautiful, it's a life, I think. If
Yeah,
we have a career, we have a everything like that, our family also, our important things also, all our things we have. Okay, so your career is very important. It's a very short and a very beautiful definition about your side. And I think everybody runs behind a career. That is
yeah,
the
ma'am.
reality. Everybody wants to become anything life. It doesn't mean you want to become a thief, you want to become a IS officer, but you want to become it.
Yeah,
Because main purpose is that we have to earn our money, we have to show ourselves with a beautiful profile in this market. Because
mm,
everybody just known you what you have. If you have something, then they are start giving to respect. If you don't have anything else, so they just avoiding you. They are not treating like no, you are a human being. They just treating like you are nothing for that person, that in front of to that types of person. Of course the career is very beautiful thing. So the second question I would like to ask you,
yeah.
suppose that what you think like that I have to become any good person in my life with a good career, and you achieved, you got it, but you don't have happiness on that time, then what is the reason behind?
Yeah, ma'am. I also sometimes observe these type of things,
Mhm.
but like you can say many reasons
Yeah.
like behind that,
Mhm.
and you can say I think someone succeeds with career, but not happiness same times.
Mhm.
You can say कि many reasons behind that कि I think some problem here and there, yeah, about also like in family related uh,
Mhm.
to.
Okay, so what is a pure definition about a happiness from your side?
Okay, happiness. So happiness is a good thing about all all manage and throughout the your family and you also and you also and
I think I'm asking a very difficult question to you.
no, I know happiness but little bit difficult for each place in my
Okay,
thought.
okay.
All about what is a happiness,
Mhm.
how to uh, uh, come with happiness, and also you provide the someone uh, through the help. So this type of also called happiness.
Mhm. Yeah, of course. A simple way we can say, if anything, just provide a smile on your face, we can say we are happy. Yeah, we
Yeah,
are doing something is work, and that all our work just provide the happiness in front of to any face. So we can say we are. This is called a real happiness. I think satisfaction is the real happiness. If we are satisfied to any work, so of course we can say that we are happy in our life, because someone what happened with we have a lot of things, but still we are not happy, because
yeah,
what we want, it doesn't mean it's a luxury, it doesn't mean it's a simple things. But if we don't have that a simple thing, so we are not happy, doesn't mean we have a lot of things in my life, but we are not happy for that, just because of to what we have, because sometimes the other things happen. Someone has wish, and the wishes never be fulfilled. It's a very luckiest person who are achieving everything in their life what they want. Okay. Okay. So, do you have any question you want to ask me?
yeah, yeah. So ma'am, happiness like this type of thing. Suppose कि I am help someone
Okay.
and like need for the someone that time,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and I help someone like a very critical situation,
Mm-hmm.
and someone like very happy I am overcome in my issue like that. So this
Mm-hmm.
type of also called happiness.
Yeah, of course.
Without any pay rupee, no matter. Only happy with the face. You can say mm, identify.
Okay. If someone needs some help and we are able to provide that help from my side, and that one help just make you happy, so it's also a happiness inside in my side. Yeah, of
Uh,
course you are right. Yeah, I got it. Your point. What you want to say it. So yeah, you are doing a graduation. So what is your favorite subject?
so my favorite subject math one.
Math. And you know what, I'm not good at math. I
Yeah.
literally don't know math. I am also preparation of the competition exam, so my poor subject is math. So I'm very little worried about that subject. Okay, so what is your hobby?
I earlier mentioned that my hobby is are badminton and
Okay,
football.
okay, okay. Mhm. So instead of badminton and football, you don't have any extra hobby like that, to make a food in your kitchen, and to just read something. Yeah, we can say that any apart from these all are beautiful habit you don't have. That you mentioned it's a physical habit.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I sometimes also read about you can say Nobel, and I also like you can say I made sometimes food.
Okay.
You can say Maggie like that.
Mhm.
So also in my a hobby.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, now I think I don't have any single question to ask you because what I have, I am already asking to you because, but I'm just looking to you. You don't have any single question to ask me.
Yeah. Okay, ma'am. So right now I have one question related my English.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So in during suppose I am talking with you. So are
Yeah,
you find any mistake like
yeah,
grammatical mistake?
yeah. It's a lot of grammatical mistakes from your side. And one thing I noticed, yes, you always use in sentence between a Hindi word, a key. You are speaking English, but you are using this word aki. So many times I just noticed, but I just thought, okay, this isn't the habit of the people because when they are starting point, the silly mistakes they are making. So of
Oh,
course, while speaking, you should just consider yourself. I don't have to use any Hindi word. Sometimes that happens. To, ki, we really use it and we use it but you have to avoid it but if you talk about the grammatical mistakes of course when you are speaking you don't have proper words that's why you are stopping somewhere as I am asking to your question what is a happiness I know you have a lot of idea about that word but just because of to lack of vocabulary just because of to lack of sentences you are unable to give me a proper answer of that question that
oh,
is the things I am just finding you because you are in your I think we can say that is starting point you are not starting you're just starting a conversation how many conversation you have been done
in you can say ki on video call. So I think 10 or 12.
it's a large amount so you know what you have to do you just after the conversation sorry not after before the conversation you have just write down the some words and it words belong to your familiar conversation and you just try to use these all our word in your conversation you know what why because when we start to learning vocabulary and we are unable to use that all our words in our sentences so sometimes happen we are not speaking with the different words okay so that the things you have to do just write down the some words I have written our words and just use in your conversation while speaking while doing like that when I'm ask you how are you then your answer is that I am fine but instead of I am fine, you can use a different ways of to say I am fine. You can say I am fit as fiddle. You can say I am hale and hearty. You can say I am in pink. You can say I'm doing well. I'm so far. Like there's a lots of sentences you can use instead of I am fine. Okay, it's a very normal things we are adopting, but that all are things give me a confidence while
Mm,
speaking when we think like that when we speak like that no I have to use a different words instead of that okay so that things give me a confidence and the way of speaking also. And the second things you have to do while conversation when you listening to people then one habit you should adopt it the habit is that to steal something steal it means catching the words.
yeah,
Okay, and it's a very nice habit. Someone is saying stealing is not a good habit, but I just suggest to you stealing is a very good habit, but it should be a positive. It's not be a negative. It should be a positive. Okay, so I think you should start stealing and that's a very good when you start stealing when you know that things okay that words I have to use like a way because I am also using these all are techniques in my conversation I'm not saying I'm perfect I am learning this language so when I start listening to any one person always try to catch it what he is using what she is using in their conversation like a
yeah,
different words then we get to know okay that words we can use like a day like a way. I hope
yeah,
you understand what I'm saying.
yeah, 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 yeah. But
Hmm.
I have learned all things like in theory, but in grammatical you can say.
Okay.
But in during I had someone conversation. So in I am while I am talking. So that time I have not observed my mistake.
Yeah. So I think you should start watching again your segment after this video call when I send you recording. So of course you just watch it. Okay, again you have to watch it. Just listen your sentences, which sentences I am using and how do we use that sentence in a different way and different tone. You know what? In earlier time, I spoke a very fast English. If you have watched my YouTube channel, my earlier videos is too fast. I speaking too fast. So someone suggests to me just speak us slowly. Then all that time I just steal that thoughts. I just steal that advice, and I start speaking a slow way. Because when you speak us slowly, then your mind also help you to translate the sentences is a better way, and your mind always help you to a different words. When we speak of fast, the word automatically went. We have forget what the words we have to use in our conversation. But when we are speaking us slowly, like a polite way, like a humble way, so we are okay. We are familiar with this language, and that language also help you just speak like a way. Because I am also observing these things now. Just you just watched my previous video. I speak so fast while speaking a fast. I have made a lot of mistakes in our conversation. Okay, that is the things I am teaching also, I am learning also, and I am adopting things also. So that the things you can also apply in your segment while recording session. Just use the different words you have written on your notebook. You have to just thought your process. No, I have to use these on a word in our conversation. Second thing is that just I have to steal something what he she using their conversation, any special word, and the next time I have to use it. Always just don't think no I have to do only practice. Instead of practice you just adopting a things that the mandate that the things you should have also. And
Mhm.
once you try it, you just see a result a very good way. Because we have covered a lots of things, grammar structures, grammar rules, phrases. But what happened, we are when we come to actual speaking we are unable to speak. The matter is that we are not punctual of that, we are not habitual of that things. That's why if I give you anything else, the first word is that you say a thank you. And
Mhm.
while saying thank you, we never hesitate, we never forget this word. That word always fixed in our mind. We are very familiar with this word. Why? Because we have used this word many times.
Many times, yeah.
That the things you have, as like if you are traveling by a bus, okay, you always say bus, and bus is an English word, but we think like that this is a Hindi word. Okay, that if we talk about who just drives the bus, it's called a driver. Driver is also an English word. And
Yeah,
who cut the ticket, it's a conductor.
yeah,
That word is also a English word, but we are familiar with this word. And you know what, very old person is also using a conductor word, but they are thinking this is a Hindi word and we are using, but this is a damn sure it's an English word, a conductor, and little pronunciation is also a tough conductor.
yeah.
Okay, but we are familiar with this word we are using because we are just learning this word by the only a conductor. And even though I don't know a Hindi of that word of a conductor, you know about that?
Conductor, no. I meaning of driver like chalak.
But I don't know conductor Hindi. I also don't know. We are sitting on the seat. Seat is also English word. A proper traveler. We are just using a all English word, but with a familiar. So result is that the conclusion is that just speak English a natural way. When we are speaking English a natural way, we are adopting a such a very great knowledge. That's all things.
And
Hmm.
ma'am,
Yes.
how like improve my like vocab part? I have learned in daily basis like 5 to 7 vocab part, but after 2 3 days ago, I
Yeah. You
after
forget it.
forget all vocab.
uh, don't you don't have to do a such of things. So you are learning a 5 to 10 words daily, it's okay. But while learning a 5 to 10 words daily, so start using. Okay, and don't learn a different words a daily basic. Today suppose that today you learn a one word, it's called a mandatory. Okay, mandatory, the word is that it means important.
Yeah, necessary.
Okay, yeah, necessary, essential, and vital. So While conversation, when you try to something, say this is a very important things in our life. So of course, you have to consider this word. This is a mandatory
Yeah.
because the important word you know very well, and you are okay with it, using this word. Now you have to use a mandatory. While conversation, once you try to use a important, and that is a very casual word we use all time, important things. So of course that you can say the vocabulary is a mandatory part to boost up our confidence. Okay, so that's a like a process you have to adopt it. Don't use a different word a daily basic. Just use only a 5 word, but the 5 word become your friends. Okay, just use over and over.
Okay.
While conversation, you just use it. Today, just like if I just suggest you mandatory, I'm just suggesting to you a magnificent.
Then,
Magnificent, the word is also means a very good.
yeah.
But this word is not our tongue. Why? Because we are not using. We know very well. Magnificent is means very good, splendid. That means very awesome, fascinated. So, but we are not using these all of word in our conversation. The reason is that we are not habitual of that word. So, when you are saying this is a good, then of course you can say this is a magnificent. We can say this conversation is a very magnificent.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a very vital, it's a very mandatory. So these types of words you have to use in your conversation. Once you familiar with these words, of course you are just look at yourself and you are seeing yourself, you are compare to yourself before and today, you find a difference. That method you can apply.
And one thing I ask you, what is
Mhm.
your English journey?
What is it? Too long? It's not a too long, but my English journey, it's not a very special. You know what, I'm not quite interested about this language, in this language, but just scenario of that everybody learning this language, then I just try, no, I have to add on one more skill in my personality. So I have joined a one institute. I have given a 6 month to learn this language, but to be honest here, I was unable to speak any single sentence while join an institute. I don't know why. Institute was very fabulous, is also very fabulous. But I have covered a lots of things like a grammar rules, structures. I have written on my notebook. But when I come to speaking, I was unable to speak. So what I have done, I just someone just gave me opportunity to teach something. So I just grabbed this opportunity on that time, and that was, I think we can say that it was, I think we can sacrament by the God. I took it. I start teaching. To be honest here, once I started teaching, I was unable to speak properly. I know very well how to convince my thoughts, but when I come to speaking, I was unable to speak. So I start teaching. That the teaching process give me a fluency, that the teaching process give me a confidence also, that the teaching process give me a lots of things to change my life a day by day. And now I am inculcate this language, and now I'm teaching with daily basis. I'm providing a classes also, and I'm learning also. So that's my small journey which I am share in front of to you.
So in earlier you are joined offline institute, right?
Yeah, I have joined one offline institute to add on one more skills in my personality.
Okay. So ma'am, what is your opinion about like all things necessary like LSRW?
Sorry, can you repeat your last line?
Ma'am, what is your opinion
Mhm.
about the LSRW? The all things necessary for speaking, yeah, all like only for speaking more and more.
I
What?
think if you start from basic, okay, when you don't have any idea about English, you are zero. So of course, you should start from all things. Okay, the practicing is the last part. When we have covered a lot of things, then we start practicing. And suppose that my background is Hindi medium. Okay, I basically belong to Hindi medium background. My school medium is also a Hindi. My graduation medium is also a Hindi. So it's very hard not to crack for me to come to directly speak English. So what I tried, I have collect a knowledge of grammar, because basic grammar is also very important to cover this language, to know about this language. Then I enter to participate activities. I just covering the participating the debate session, a vocabulary session, a antakshari session, and lots of session which I have conducted on my institute on that time. So I just provided, I just taking, and now I'm just collecting a knowledge. Then once I start practicing, so everything, each and every, because we are learning a language, for learning a language everything is important. Reading is also important because reading just gives you lots of sentences and lots of knowledge about the sentences, vocabulary. Writing is also important because writing just develop our thinking process. When we write some things, of course our mind is also growing on and the thinking something about that. And when we come to speaking is also very important. When you are good at reading, when you once you good at writing, so of course you try to speak more and more. That the three segments make you a perfect. So of course all thing is important from my side, but if you are not good at reading, so of course sometimes you can skip it, you can more focus of listening part, because I am not good at reading, I am good at listening. If anybody listen to some, if I listen something and I adopting a thing, so it's a good for me, I catching a very fast. So I am working on my listening segment, because purpose is that I have to learn English, I have to speak English only. So what is the things, what is the techniques I am using, that the things I am already use it. Okay, so what? Just find out which segment your is important. If you are good at reading, so of course try to start reading. If you are good at listening, so of course you try to start listening. If you are good at practicing by practical, so of course you just should start practicing. All things you can do this.
Yeah, ma'am.
Hmm. Okay, so Navneet, I think we should wind up this session. What you say?
Yeah, of course, ma'am.
Of course. Okay, so you have any another question? So of course you would ask us. Otherwise, we should wind up this session. We will conduct another day with a different topic, and it should be a good.
Yeah, of course. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so have a good day. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye. Bye.
Okay,
Yeah, nice to meet you, ma'am.
same to you.